Good evening, everybody. Hey, I want to talk to you a little bit about something that's been weighing on me real heavy. Our school system. Now, most of you know my position on this, and I am 100% opposed to sending kids to public school. I believe the best possible place to educate a child is in your own home or in the homeschool co-op. That being said, I'm aware that 99% of people are going to send their children to a public school anyway. So, how about everyone 35 and above do a little thinking about how it was like whenever you were in school, elementary school to be exact. The type of interactions you had with your teachers, things y'all did and talked about that weren't school related. You're not learning your ABCs or multiplication, just general teacher student interaction. None of it had anything to do with trying to discuss your gender, did it? I didn't think so. In fact, no mention of sexual orientation whatsoever was brought up, at least not in mine. We didn't talk about that when I was in elementary school. So why is it done now? Why is all of a sudden that's a topic in your elementary schools? Never in a million years would we dream of having a drag queen story hour in our elementary schools, yet some libraries around the country now think it's appropriate. Something else we didn't talk about was CRT, critical race theory. No, it wasn't invented in those terminologies back then. But obviously, black and white people existed back then. Racism existed. Uh, but we didn't try to push an agenda to make all white people bad simply because they're white. Let's see something, and now they also call it SEL. You know what that is? Social emotional learning. That's another way schools are trying to get around when they've been blocked from doing CRT. Do you remember any of your teachers ever telling you that you were a horrible person because you were white and your ancestors used to own slaves probably? No, I didn't either. So why are they doing it now? Today's public school system is not about education anymore at all. It's about indoctrination. They're turning your children against you. If it hasn't already, there is coming a day when your child is in school today is going to come home and tell you that you're wrong about multiple social issues. Mom, you're just being a hateful bigot because you're against transgender people. Or, Mama, why do all white people like us have to be so bad? Why are we all mean to black people? Those are coming. Mark my words, your kid is likely going to come home to discuss those things with you because you got it at school. And I did a little bit of math yesterday, real quick, just in my head. Your kids are at school about 40 hours per week. You have them at home awake about 50 hours per week. So you see your school, how much they have compared to what you have them. You're going to have to tighten up, Mom and Dad. If you're going to keep them in school, you better ask them every couple of days. What kind of things y'all talk about today? Okay? Or better yet, just get them out of school and teach them at home. Uh, it's time we stand up. Sitting back and being silent and allowing that nonsense bull crap to be taught in our schools, pushed down our kids' throats is wrong. And I don't understand it. And I don't understand why so many ignore it. Yeah, I fit to be tired. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm mad. And I'm disappointed. There's so many who don't care. When that little kid comes home telling y'all about what he learned at school today and how he really thinks he might have been supposed to have been born a girl and he wants to start taking gender transition medicine, and his teacher said it was probably a good idea. What are you going to do? Huh? I want to know. What are you going to do? Are you going to go to that school? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to whip somebody's ass. That's what I'm going to do. It's about time you got fighting mad. They're destroying our country and they're doing it through the school system. And you're letting them. Because those kids that are coming through that liberal school system right now today, 10, 15 years from now, along with the ones that already are now of age, the 30-year-olds, they're going to be running this country. Is that what we really want? Is a bunch of lazy, won't work millennials who are anti-America? Is that what you want running our country? Because that's what's happening. Just sit back and let it happen. You've done nothing. Half of you won't even vote. And if you do, you don't research your candidates. Yeah, I know. I'm stepping all over some toes right now. That's okay. They need to step on. Get up and do something before we lose this country. Okay? And it starts in our school systems. Make sure your school knows you will not stand for any of their woke bullcrap. You'll be at every school board meeting. You'll do everything you can do to stop it. Let them know that. Let them know that you are standing on the ready for when they bring it. Good night.